Hello and welcome to Clinton High School here in Clinton, Mississippi for the site of the soccer state championships. I'm Graham Doty, joined alongside the former coach, Mr. Andy. Thanks so much for joining us. But tonight we have Sacred Heart and Philadelphia High School. The head coach of the Crusaders is Joe Falla Jr. He's done a fantastic job. Back-to-back times they've reached the championship game.
Right.
The player to keep an eye on for the Crusaders will be John Moreno. Leads the team in goals this season with 25 goals this year. Taking a look at Philadelphia, their head coach is Adam Huddleston, who's done an outstanding job leading the Tornadoes to the state championship this season. One player to keep an eye on for Philadelphia High School is Gray Moorhead, just a sophomore, and he's done a fantastic job this season for the Tornadoes. And coach, it should be a fantastic game tonight versus Philadelphia and Sacred Heart. You see their overall records right there, 11-3, 14-3. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with kickoff as you're watching the MHSAA Network.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the MHSAA network, go to MISSHSAA.TV/SBP.
Welcome back to Arrow Field, just moments away from kickoff between Philadelphia High School and Sacred Heart. The Tornadoes versus the Crusader. Sacred Heart located in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Philadelphia High School, obviously in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Graham Doty here along with Andy Kivlin here in Clinton High School and Clinton, Mississippi. And Coach, no surprise, Sacred Heart made it back this season to the state championship game. They were in this game last year, but unfortunately they lost to Corinth High School.
Right. And like you said earlier, John Moreno, 25 goals. Also have Tyler Flathow with 24. So they've got a double attack right there. Philadelphia, some of their key players, as you said, Gary Moorhead, Caleb Gamblin, and Latimer Smith should also contribute to the attack, as well as Lee Smith, number 17.
So there you see Sacred Heart. They're wearing the white uniforms and blue shorts and blue socks. And Philadelphia High School is wearing their black uniforms and black shorts. And we are underway here for the state championship game, 1A, 2A, and 3A levels. These guys come out of the gates. Philadelphia already deep into Crusaders territory. They clear it out as each team trying to kind of figure each other out here. The rain has stopped here. It's been raining pretty much all day as the ball goes out of bounds on the near side. The Tornadoes will throw it in. But the rain has stopped, which is always great news. But, you know, that turf, Coach, is still going to be very slick.
It is going to be wet, and that ball is going to skip around. Just looking out there on the field, looks like size-wise Philadelphia has the advantage. But appears Sacred Heart may be a little bit quicker, but it should all even out in the end.
This Crusaders team, they're 14-3-2 overall. This is a team they played 10 playoff teams this season during the regular season, and they went 6-3-1 against those playoff teams during the regular season. As we said earlier, they were in this game last season against Corinth. Their only losses this year for Sacred Heart came to West Lauderdale, Gulfport, who's playing for the 6A state championship tomorrow night, and Bay High School, who's also playing for the state championship.
Exactly. They'll be playing in the 4A game tomorrow morning. The road to the state championship for both teams. Philadelphia started out 1-0 win over Moorville. Then they defeated Greenville St. Joe 3-2, and then Forest 2-1. Sacred Heart started out beating St. Joe Madison 5-3. Then passed Christiane with a score of 3-2, which actually was an overtime game, and then they beat St. Andrews 2-1 to get here to the championship game.
And we kind of talked about it during the girls' game earlier, but this Philadelphia team, a nice article written about them in the Clarion Ledger earlier today, and kind of talks about their path here to the state championship. Every player on this Tornadoes team is also on the football team except one. It's kind of a new sport here for Philadelphia High School, but they've had a fantastic year, obviously, trying to win a state championship.
Right.
Crusaders are deep into Tornado territory. They're trying to get on the board first here, trying to get things going in the middle of the field.
It looks like Philadelphia's dropping back in numbers defensively, probably looking to transition the ball up.
There's a first shot on goal. Nice saving.
He was just barely offside, just about a half a body ahead of the defender. Good call on the referee.
So the first offsides goes against the Crusaders. Just underway here for the state championship. We just wrapped up the first game of a lot of soccer that'll be played this weekend, and congratulations to Our Lady Academy. They won by a score of 5-0 just moments ago for back-to-back state titles for them. But the guys are playing here. There'll be 6 games tomorrow, pretty much all day from 9:30 in the morning to 7:30 at night, right here on the MHSAA network. Crusaders trying to clear it out here. Tornadoes trying to get something going on the offensive end. Here come the Crusaders.
Are definitely quick. And again, as I said, the size factor right there.
And Tornado just cleared out, try to kick it out of bounds on the far side of the field, and it will indeed roll out, and Sacred Heart will throw it in. This Crusader team, they got 2 guys that have over 20 goals. We talked about John Moreno with 25 goals. The other one is number 77, Tyler Flatho, with 24 goals this season. He also has 8 assists. The ball's kicked around midfield there, and the goalkeeper for the Tornadoes, Keaton Lang, will pick it up and will kick it away here for Philadelphia. Nice sky-high kick. Said earlier, just the rain has stopped here. It rained the entire game for the girls' championship, as it's pretty much rained all day here in the Jackson area. Ball will roll once again all the way to Lang. They'll cradle the soccer ball, kick it away once again.
A couple of threats by the Crusaders early on in the game. Ball skills definitely there for the Crusaders.
Crusaders will throw it in on the near side. That's Martin throwing it to his teammate Thomas.
Good ball played right there to the wing.
Yeah, Thomas crosses it in the middle of the field, trying to get something going here for the Crusaders. Lead it back to Thomas, near side. Sliding it, kicks it out of bounds.
Good ball movement on the Crusaders. They move the ball around real well. Good passing.
Nice hustle there by Thomas as you see him jogging back to play defense for Sacred Heart. This Crusaders team, they outscored their opponents 82-34 during the regular season. They have 4 seniors and 6 juniors. They have a ton of freshmen, 11 freshmen on this team. Have the ball in the middle of the field. That's Billingsley all the way to the far side, trying to find his teammate. Couldn't quite get it to him, and the ball skips out of bounds.
Tried to play it out there to the wing, just didn't get the right angle on the ball. Good idea.
So what do you think the strategies for both of these coaches are going to be tonight, Coach? Rain has stopped, so that's less of a factor, but you still got to worry about the playing conditions on the field.
Well, what I've seen so far is I've seen Philadelphia pretty much packing it in on the back, having 9 players back there, only 2 on the attacking end. So I think they're going to be looking to play it up to their goal scorers up there on the top. Sacred Heart, on the other hand, I see a lot of nice, crisp passing, good ball movement. Looks like a very skillful squad, doesn't seem to be panicking very much, especially on that back line. They seem to be very confident back there.
So Philadelphia will throw it in once again. That is Smith. That'll throw it in. Lee Smith, he is a senior on this Tornado squad. Throws a near side. Tornadoes trying to get something going. Crusaders just trying to clear it out. Ball's around midfield at the 30. Crusaders trying to cross midfield, and they do for a brief second. Each team, no really shots on goal as of yet. Each team just seems like they're trying to fill each other out a little bit.
It looks that way. It's like Sacred Heart. The Crusaders are trying to create something with the ball movement. Philadelphia made a couple long passes up to the top, just weren't on the mark. No challenges to either keeper yet.
Crusaders get the ball across midfield, trying to get something going with Marino out in front. He hasn't really touched the ball yet. They try to lead it to Thomas, left side, and there's another whistle, and Philadelphia will kick it away. So we saw a lot of offsides in the first game between Our Lady Academy and Clarkdale. There's a whistle there.
That's another offsides call. And offsides, you see a lot of aggressive attacking teams get called for a lot of offsides. That's just part of the game.
Nice kick by the Tornadoes in a Crusader territory. Near side, that's Eldridge. He'll scoop it up and underhand it to a teammate. That is Smith once again, who will throw it in. Over the head of John Harold Smith. Tornadoes haven't had a shot on goal quite yet. Trying to get something here. Sacred Heart playing tough defense. There's Filet right around the middle of the field. He's got 24 goals. Trying to get it to his teammate on the very far side of the field. There's Marino, kicks it right to the goal, and it's scooped up by Keaton Lang. So there was Marino. That was really the first shot that he's attempted so far tonight, leading the Crusaders this season, but nice job by the goalkeeper Lang.
Yeah, he just kind of just pushed that through a couple of defenders right there. Just happened to get through to the keeper.
Near side, that's Thomas. Thomas has 5 goals this season. Crosses it middle of the field. Kicked up in the air. Sacred Heart couldn't convert as Philadelphia cleared it out for a brief second. Tornadoes kick it sky high in the air on the far side of the field. Trying to keep it in play. Doing so is Sacred Heart. Tornadoes trying to get some numbers here. They're on the far side of the field, and the ball will skip out of bounds.
That'll be a throw in for the Tornadoes here. See if they can't create something on this end of the field.
Good crowd on hand. Sacred Heart in Hattiesburg. And Philadelphia is in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Neither of those towns that far away here from Jackson. Looks like there's a handball there, kind of on the far side of the field. And Sacred Heart will kick it away. But the Sacred Heart team, said earlier, played 10 playoff teams during the regular season. One of those is Gulfport, is playing for the 6A championship tomorrow. There's Filet near side. It's kicked out of bounds.
A lot of speed right there for Flathow. He beat that Philadelphia defender to the ball. Just couldn't get control of it.
Wearing number 77.
It's an odd number for a soccer player.
What's the highest number you've seen? You've seen somebody with a 99 before?
I believe so, yeah. I think I have. I think there was a player from Northwest Rankin a few years back that had a 99, if I'm not mistaken.
Tornadoes kick it away. Right over the head of one of the officials there. He had to duck out the way. The Crusaders trying to get on the attack here, trying to get it to John Marino. Right in the middle of the field. Marino right in the action there. Ricochets off of a Crusader.
A little confusion back there on the back line.
And Reynolds on the far side of the field will scoop it up out of bounds and underhand it to his teammate Zach Johnson. He'll throw it in. So this Philadelphia high school team, head coach Adam Huddleston's done a fantastic job, as has the head coach Joe Fala Jr. for Sacred Heart. Ball's kicked pretty high and out of bounds by Philadelphia. That was Fulton.
Not seeing a lot of pressure being put on Sacred Heart's back line by Philadelphia. I think the game plan right here is to try and drop numbers back defensively, and then just try and get it up over the top to the two scorers.
So Sacred Heart pushing it. Had an opportunity there on that throw-in with Moreno, but the goalkeeper Lang scooped it up just moments away. There's Falau, middle of the field, shoots it in. Ricochets off of Lang, but he's there to get it right back. He'll pick it up and kick it away. So Lang has been pretty active so far in the first half. Goalkeeper on the other side, Ty Hughes for Sacred Heart. Yet to see action, really.
I don't think he has seen any action yet.
He's standing all by himself right in
He's sitting back
the
there
end
like,
zone there.
Sitting back there like the Maytag repairman.
Ball's rolled out of bounds on the far side of the field. Nice opportunity coming up here for Sacred Heart.
But that's not bad for a coach. You don't want your keeper to touch the ball. Fewer times he touches the ball, fewer chances they have of going in.
That's right. You want him to have the cleanest jersey out there, don't you?
Exactly, yeah. Kind of like the place kicker in football.
Trying to cross it to the near side. There's another
Good
shot on
shot.
goal, and it's good.
It goes in right underneath.
Shot by Billingsley.
Just kept that skipping along the turf right there. It didn't come off. Lang just couldn't get down on it quick enough.
That's Jacob Billingsley, his 8th goal. Kind of slid down to the turf, kicked it, just sliding down. Way out, right around the 30-yard line on the field there. 1-0, Sacred Heart. They're on the board first. Whistle is blown. Tornadoes trying to answer that goal by Sacred Heart. Trying to get it to Gray Moorhead. Trying so right there, right around midfield. Just briefly.
Looks like Billingsley got a yellow card for excessive celebration there after his goal. Happens sometimes, but kids get excited, score, especially in a state championship game. And you got to keep your composure while you're out there.
So we talked about Ty Hughes. He finally gets some action, scoops that one up and kicks it away there for the Crusaders. A header trying to get it to Moreno. Has a chance here. One-on-one, has it poked away from behind. A sliding stop by Lang. Still in play here, and the ball rolls out of bounds. So Moreno had a chance there.
He pretty much got muscled off the ball right there. And that's where it's going to come the difference between the size of Philadelphia and the speed of Sacred Heart. You get shoulder to shoulder out there. Of course, Sacred Heart fans were calling for a foul, which is understandable, but just shoulder to shoulder, just muscled them off the ball.
So here's a corner kick coming up here for the Crusaders, the first one tonight. And it looks like we'll bring somebody else in to do this corner kick.
Get a left footer on this side to kick the corners to your advantage.
Trying to get it. Ball's tipped around and goes near side. Kept in play by Thomas, getting it back towards the middle of the field, right around Marino. Just battling it out, and there's a whistle against Sacred Heart.
Quite a possible handball right there.
So the Tornadoes kick it away, trying to get back into Crusaders territory. Tornadoes really haven't had any shots on goal yet.
No, nothing of a serious nature. Had the ball a couple of times down there on Sacred Heart's defensive third. Have not been able to convert anything.
So Crusaders on the attack again, looking for Moreno again, tipped around. Crusaders another shot on goal, just wide to the right on the screen there.
Good left-footed shot right there. Took it off a volley. Bounce.
And so Keaton Lang will let one of his teammates kick it away here. So 23 minutes into the first half. 1 goal so far belongs to Sacred Heart, Jacob Billingsley, with a nice sliding kick. Crusaders again trying to get something going on offense here. Trying to get it to Moreno once again. The ball's tipped right into the hands of Keaton Lang, who will pick it up once again for the Tornadoes. A nice sky-high kick right around midfield. Trying to get it to Gray Moorhead. There's Moorhead again trying to get the header. Sacred Heart clears it out. Ball goes out of bounds near side, and Sacred Heart will throw it in. So the weather for the first game was just cold, windy, rainy, just nasty. But we've got much better conditions here for the second game. There's a whistle, and it is against the Crusaders. So Philadelphia will once again kick it away. This is the second game we've had today. There will be 6 more tomorrow that'll start at 7:30. That'll start with 4A, and we'll work all the way up to the 6A boys. There's a kick by the Tornadoes, middle of the field, headed out by the Crusaders. And wanted a handball call, nothing called. Off the back foot of Moorhead. Crusaders trying to clear it out across midfield, looking for Moreno. He's got it right there. Taps it ahead and cleared out by the Tornadoes. On the far side of the field, that's Gamlin.
Referee's got the flag up for the offside, but the center's not looking at him.
He's holding it up for a good bit there.
Yeah. The other AR on the other side actually alerted him to it.
Looks like Sacred Heart will kick it away here. Sacred Heart 14-3-2 coming into this championship game. Back-to-back years for them to make it to the state championship, but they want to win this one, as Corinth was able to win the state championship last year against the Crusaders. The ball rolls out of bounds on the near side. Tornadoes will inbound near side, or rather will throw it in near side. Smith trying to find it to his teammates. And it goes out of bounds once again, and Philadelphia will kick it away. Sacred Heart out in front. 1-0 in those white uniforms. Philadelphia wearing the black uniforms. Smith will kick it away. There are a couple of Smiths on this team. This one is Latimer Smith, the senior. Crusaders trying to go to Thomas. They lead it to him. Near side, and the Tornadoes will let it roll all the way into the corner.
That was a good idea. Try and get it out to the wing, play it to the flag, out there in space, get a chance to cross the ball over. Just played a little bit too far for him to get there.
So 19 minutes, 10 seconds to go, first half. Only Goal of this game came by Jacob Billingsley of Sacred Heart. One of 5 juniors on this Crusaders team. There's Marino, middle of the field, passes it near side to Martin. Trying to cross it back to the middle of the field. Philadelphia trying to play tough defense. Moreno heads it. Crusaders with a chance. Tornadoes trying to clear it out, can't do so. Here's Marino, has a chance,
Got
and
it
a
in
goal.
there.
Right place, right time for the Crusaders. Out in front, 2-0 over the Tornadoes.
That was a nice through ball played into him. He just happened to turn on it. Again, keeper didn't get down quick enough. He slid it through over to the far post. Well played ball and a really good finish.
That's Stephen McLean, a junior. That's his second goal this season. So 2-0 Sacred Heart. So the Tornadoes have 18 minutes to work with here in the first half, trying to cut this lead in half here. Crusaders playing defense, trying to clear it out here. They go near side to Moreno, to Martin. Martin tries to poke it to the middle of the field. Tornadoes trying to clear it out. Coach, what do you think of the strategy so far by both of these teams? So far, it's just seemed like Sacred Heart has controlled the tempo of this game.
Oh, definitely. The ball possession has definitely gone to Sacred Heart. They're possessing it well. They're passing it well. They're moving the ball around, and they're, again, taking advantage of their opportunities. Philadelphia in that defensive stance, now down 2 goals. They're going to have to pull out of that and start attacking more, put more numbers up towards the middle.
One thing you kind of touched on earlier, you said Philadelphia kind of has the size, Sacred Heart has the speed. Which one would you rather have?
I'd rather have speed.
Why is that?
It just if you've got speed and you've got good ball movement, if you got you're a finesse ball club, then you're moving the ball around, you're going to wear down a larger squad, a bigger group. It's a conditioning factor comes into play, and I just prefer to go with speed over size. I mean, I've had some big kids on teams before. Don't get me wrong, but I do like speed, and I like the finesse type game.
Ball went out of bounds on the far side of the field, so Philadelphia will throw it in, down by 2 goals. Can they cut this Crusaders lead in half? But mentioned earlier just about the nice article in the Clarion Ledger about the Tornadoes today, as there's a shot scooped up by Ty Hughes of Sacred Heart. Only the second time that he's really had action in this game so far as he kicks it away.
It's about the closest Phillies come to an opportunity there at the goal.
The ball's kicked out of bounds on the near side. That was Kip Fulton again with the stop. Cross to the middle of the field. Cleared out by the Tornadoes. Talking about Philadelphia, the article is just talking about Marcus Dupree and when he was at Philadelphia, big time recruit football wise coming out of high school, and small town Mississippi. You know, they did the nice ESPN feature on him not that long ago, just about his recruitment.
Right, I remember
his
that.
journey to Oklahoma. Their nice sliding play, kicking that ball out of bounds for Philadelphia. That's Eldridge. Able to kick the ball away from Marino. Nice opportunity again coming up here for the Crusaders. They went to the middle of the field. Tornadoes trying to play tough defense here. Crusaders trying to add on to their lead as that shot is ricocheted out of bounds. Again, that looks like the middle of the field. That looks like Billingsley. Another nice, tough shot. He's got the only goal in this game so far. Very similar to that one there, sliding down to the ground and kicking it as hard as he can with his right foot. Well, we got a corner kick here for Sacred Heart. High to the middle of the field, snagged out of the air by Lang. And he'll quickly kick it towards midfield. Trying to get it to Gray Moorhead, one of the key players we featured on to start this game. Moorhead trying to cut this lead in half. Ball's near side in the right corner and kicked out of bounds by Moorhead. So the Tornadoes trying to pick up the intensity on offense, but Crusaders about to get the ball across midfield once again. Trying to win a state championship. Second year in a row they played in this game as Keaton Lang picks it up again. A sky-high kick towards midfield. Here at Clinton High School in Clinton, Mississippi, the site of the soccer state championships. Moorhead leads it to his teammate, near side. Can the Tornadoes capitalize? Trying to battle for position. That's Gamlin. Crosses it middle of the field. Tornadoes still have a chance here. There's a shot on goal. A high kick. Goes over both the goalposts and the field goal upright. And Crusaders will kick it away here.
A little bit of attack there on the part of Philadelphia. Look good to see them up in a few more numbers. Trying to push it. The ball towards the Crusaders' goal.
That was their third shot on goal tonight. Trying to pick up the intensity. Nice kick by the Crusaders. Goes all the way on the other end of the field as Keaton Lang will scoop it up for the Tornadoes. There's a whistle against the Tornadoes. So another good opportunity coming up here, Coach, for the Crusaders.
Exactly, yeah. They're starting to push up a few people now, gaining a little bit more confidence now they're up to that 2-goal lead. Of course, as I said earlier in the other game, 2-goal lead is
middle of the field, tipped right in the hands of Keaton Lang.
Very dangerous. Have a tendency to relax a little bit too much and quite possibly become a 1-goal game very quickly.
The Crusaders with a comfortable lead right now, 2-0, but here come the Tornadoes, near side, trying to get something going. Shot on goals wide to the right
taken
by William Smith.
William Smith had a nice ball played through to him and just didn't get it on the mark.
So the fourth shot on goal attempt by the Tornadoes as they try to cut this lead in half. 11:15 remain in the first half of the state championship. The rain has stopped. It's still kind of windy down there on the field. The Crusaders will low line drive kick, stopped by the Tornadoes. On the near side, that's Moorhead. Trying to battle for position towards the middle of the field, trying to get it to one of his teammates, still with it. Floats it. And goalkeeper ranging to his left, that's Ty Hughes scooping it up for the Crusaders.
Good pressure by the Tornadoes, though. It's a good ball played through. He's got to get it to feet.
Marino, middle of the field, got it briefly. Now battling for the ball, goes out of bounds on the near side, and Sacred Heart will throw it again. Thomas. Moreno, middle of the field, lost it, and the Tornadoes will clear it out. It goes out of bounds once again on the near side, right in front of the Sacred Heart bench. Sacred Heart in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Philadelphia High School, in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Each team trying to win a state championship here tonight. The ball's poked out of bounds on the near side. Tornadoes down by 2, trying to cut this lead in half.
9.5 to go in the first half.
You were saying earlier in the women's game, you're kind of uneasy a little bit when you have a 2-0 lead. That's what we're looking at right now.
Right, exactly. Doesn't look like Sacred Heart's relaxing on it, though. They're still attacking hard and pressuring Philadelphia on their end.
Try to cross it towards the middle of the field, and it skips all the way out of bounds on the far side of the field. So Tornadoes will throw it in once again. This is a Philadelphia team. They have a lot of young players. There's only one junior on this team and a ton of sophomores, freshmen, and 8th graders. Moreno right around the middle of the field. Trying to work it to the right side, poked away by the Tornadoes. They're trying to get something going on offense here. Trying to get it to Moorhead, kicked out of bounds by Sacred Heart. The Gray Moorhead scoops it up and will throw it in. Crusaders trying to play tough defense. Moreno will take it himself. Crosses
He's got
midfield.
some space. They're giving him some space. He dumps it off to the wing out there.
The Crusaders capitalize. Trying to attack the left side. And keeping it in play in the left corner, and then finally kicked out of bounds.
Be a throw in for the Crusaders.
This Crusaders offense kind of picking up the intensity right here with 7.5 to go in the first half. Near side looking for Moreno. A tough call there, and there's a whistle and a lot of pushing and shoving there.
Physical right there. McLean going down.
That was Fulton in on it for the Tornadoes. Kip Fulton, one of 4 seniors on this Tornado squad, but it belongs to Sacred Heart. Good opportunity for them to add on to their lead here. Goalkeeper Keaton Lang playing right around the middle of that goal, about 3 yards in front of it or so, trying to set it up and kicking it out of bounds on the near side. Try to
set play
go
right
for
there. Went
Marino,
off. Look, I guess they're calling it off Philadelphia on that, giving Sacred Heart a corner on that. Set plays can be dangerous, be deceptive at times, as they tried to do something there.
So this will be, looks like Stephen McLean. They'll put a couple of guys. One will be a decoy here. And McLean will kick it right back. Shot on goal, kicked around, slapped down by Lang, and he picks it up. Then he'll sling it to one of his teammates. It's stolen away by the Crusaders for a brief second. Near side kept in play by the Tornadoes. Gray Moorhead. Moorhead battling for the ball. Near side trying to get something going, and he's taken out on the near side. No call. And another big-time play on the near side.
Get him a card right there for retaliation, I believe.
Yeah, for Philadelphia. That's Latimer Smith. One of the seniors slid right into Sacred Heart player. Can't quite see his number, laying down on his back, slowly getting up. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like he is.
Just taking the wind out of him. That's McLean.
That's never fun to get the wind knocked out of you.
No, not at all.
Not fun at all.
And there was no call for that retaliatory tackle right there.
Well, it was a bang-bang play, but, involving Moorhead. Just just a tough play.
Yeah.
And then you're right, Smith came swooping in. Just kind of laid the hammer. Sacred Heart clears it out. Ball rolls all the way deep into Tornadoes territory. And rolls out of bounds. The Sacred Heart out in front, 2-0. Goals by Jacob Billingsley. Lee Smith will have the honors of kicking it away here for the Tornadoes. Kicks it near side. Sacred Heart trying to get to Marino once again, and it's cleared out by the Tornadoes. Sacred Heart, back-to-back championship games for them. They're trying to win this one. They outscored their opponents 82-34 during the regular season. They're leading by 2 goals right now. Marino again had it poked away to the far side of the field by Fulton and out of bounds. Still, Sacred Heart will throw it in. Seems like the weather has calmed down a great deal here.
It has.
After basically that monsoon we've had all day today.
Still a little chilly, but that beats being chilly and rain, you know, makes it pretty miserable.
What you were saying earlier, you're kind of glad games like that first one when it's cold and rainy, you're up here in a nice warm press box down out there on the field soaking wet.
You're right. Too many of those games.
Crusaders again with a
right
shot.
here.
Tipped down by Lang. He'll pick it up once again. So the Crusaders have a lot of shots on goal so far tonight compared to only a handful by the Tornadoes. Moreno, middle of the field. About 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Crusaders go to Thomas. He leads it to his teammate. Trying to cross it to the middle of the field. He loses it. And it goes out of bounds on the near side. That looked like a good opportunity for Sacred Heart. They still have possession, and they'll throw it in once again.
Philadelphia got the ball out of danger right there. They're very patient, not trying to force the ball in there.
Now room on the middle of the field towards the right side, and a long shot on goal, and it goes past Lang into the goal.
He went in.
Unbelievable goal again by Sacred Heart.
Quite a shot. About 40 yards out.
Just the goalkeeper, Keaton Lang, kind of ranged over to his left. Just couldn't quite get there.
I don't think he thought it was going to go in. I thought he may have thought it was going to go wide. But that caught him off guard for sure.
Three to nothing, Sacred Heart leading Philadelphia. Marino, middle of the field. Gets it taken away from him by the Tornadoes. 2:15 remaining in the first half. Sacred Heart trying to win a state title after being here last year. Middle of the field. It's Billingsley. Poked up high in the air. And ricocheted off the chest of Sacred Heart on the far side of the field. Tornadoes will throw it in.
Sacred Heart still playing aggressively on the attack, not giving an inch.
I was told, like immediately after you score a goal, you're kind of give up a little bit. You just score a goal, you're kind of happy, and that's when you're kind of more vulnerable for the other team to answer with the goal of their own.
Exactly. Yeah, I've seen that happen many times. That's halftime right there.
What a great first half it was.
It was.
Sacred Heart has the advantage.
Sacred Heart side of the ball.
Right now, Sacred Heart 3, Philadelphia High School nothing. It was a very competitive first half for the state championship on the 1A, 2A, 3A level. We'll take a break as you're watching the MHSAA network, as we'll be back with the start of the second half.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the MHSAA network, go to misssaa.tv/SBP.
Welcome back to Clinton High School in Clinton, Mississippi for the soccer state championship. Sacred Heart out in front right now, 3-0 over Philadelphia High School. And Coach, what are some of the things that you liked, what you saw in the first half between both of these teams?
Well, I'll take Sacred Heart first. Very good ball movement, good ball control. Ball skills are excellent. They've got a lot of speed, as I said, and they just capitalized on it. They moved the ball around well, and they're finding their teammates, they're finding feet, and putting the ball away. On the other hand, with Philadelphia, I think the strategy of packing it in back there maybe backfired on them. Playing nine people in the 18-yard box, and they're just trying to transition it out. It's not really working. I think Philadelphia's going to have to change their strategy here in the second half.
Start of the second half here at Clinton High School in Clinton, Mississippi for the state championship. It was all Sacred Heart in the first half, as you see right there, out in front, 3-0 over Philadelphia High School. This is a Sacred Heart team. They made it to the championship game a season ago. They did not win it, so they certainly want to bounce back from a bad taste in their mouth last year and win this one here tonight.
Yeah, and they've got some experience from last year playing in the state championship game, whereas Philadelphia is a newcomer to it, and that makes a big difference. A team comes in here and hadn't been on this stage before. It makes a big difference.
I mean, how so? Is it something you talk about with your team? How much difference does that make?
Well, a lot of you're dealing with teenage minds and everything like that, and they get nervous, and you get out here on this field. It's probably a bigger field than some of these guys play on all year long, and it's intimidating to some, but they get that like Sacred Heart got it under their belt last year, and they're handling it real well this year, as evidenced by the score. And they're coming out pushing hard again, attacking hard, and it's going to be difficult for Philly to come back from this one.
But let's say you are Philadelphia, if you're their head coach, Adam Huddleston, what are you telling your team there at halftime to try to cut into this lead that the Crusaders have built?
Well, it looks like he's pushed up another person offensively. He's playing 3 up top now instead of the 2, which he's got to do. He can't stay back down 3 goals and expect to make anything happen on the offensive end of the field. So I think he's made an adjustment, and
there's Billingsley trying to cross it
him
to the middle of the field. There's a shot that goes high and wide to the left. And out of the gates here for Sacred Heart, they are very aggressive, trying to add on to their lead. And Philadelphia will kick it away once again here.
That's going to be the thing for Philadelphia right now, is making something happen offensively, and Sacred Heart's got the momentum going in their direction, and they're not letting up right here.
There's Marino, middle of the field. He does have some teammates around him to work with. Crusaders, again, their 3rd time in the second half to be in this territory is a nice play by Keaton Lang to slide and kick it out of bounds on the near side, and a good opportunity coming up here for the Crusaders.
Yeah, it'll be another corner kick for them.
They had about 4 in the first half. This will be the first one here in the second half. Graham Doty with Andy Kivlin here to bring you this state championship game between Sacred Heart and Philadelphia High School. And it looks like it'll be Stephen McLean to kick it away for the Crusaders. Crosses it to the middle of the field, and a nice diving effort there by Moreno, but it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like Moreno was trying to sneak it in there in the near post, but he was a little bit wide to try and push that one in. But it was a good effort.
So the Crusaders outscored their opponents 82-34 this season. They have a 3-0 advantage right now over the Philadelphia High School Tornadoes. Tornadoes went 11-3 this season. Crusaders again on the attack. They're not letting up. There's Moreno, the leading scorer, near side.
They're still controlling the ball, still possessing it a good deal more than Philadelphia.
There's Reynolds. He loses it briefly, passes it near side to Billingsley. It's kicked high, sky high out of bounds on the near side. So Sacred Heart will again throw it back in play. That's Zach Johnson trying to get it to Stephen McLean, and it goes out of bounds. So still Crusaders will retain possession. Jacob Billingsley throws it in play, gets it right back, trying to cross the middle of the field. Moreno kind of give and go. Goes out of bounds
right there.
Billingsley.
Little 1-2 give and go. And just didn't quite get to him. Working in a tight space like that.
So just underway here, second half. Sacred Heart leading by 3 goals. Ball's on the far side of the field. There's Thomas for Sacred Heart. Tornadoes trying to cross midfield and get something going. They've been playing a lot of defense early in the second half so far. They'll throw it in play on the far side of the field. Trying to get it to Gamlin. Gamlin racing down that far side of the field, and there's a whistle, and Sacred Heart will kick it away.
Yeah, to be a throw in. They called it out of bounds on the other side there. But
haven't really had a whole lot of offsides calls in this contest so far.
No, not at all. The thing with Philadelphia has been laying back so deep. Sacred Heart hasn't been called offsides, and Philadelphia's forwards have done a good job of staying up in the onside position.
So Sacred Heart trying to win a state championship. Tornadoes just trying to cut into this lead here. Sacred Heart will kick it out of bounds on the near side. So a great chance here coming up here for the Tornadoes. That's Eldridge throwing it in on the near side. Gets it to Smith. Smith around the left corner, crosses it middle of the field. Nobody's there. Cleared out by the Crusaders. Crusaders trying to cross midfield. There's a lot of grabbing. No whistle call. Ball crosses midfield.
Getting a little physical out there. That's a foul call.
That's Marino. Kind of took a tumble. He's all right as he gets up. Crusaders quickly look ahead to the near side to Billingsley. Goes out of bounds.
Referee might have been a little bit behind on that play.
So Tornadoes will kick it away. There's 33 minutes remaining here on campus of Clinton High School in Clinton, Mississippi. The rain has stopped as it was raining a great deal earlier today. Marino, the leading scorer, kicking it around middle of the field, cleared out briefly by the Tornadoes. Then the ball skips out of bounds on the near side. Tornadoes quickly go the other way.
Drive down this time.
That's Smith.
Foul there.
Smith was knocked down to the ground. Tornadoes will have a decent chance here. Down by 3 goals. Their head coach Adam Huddleston cheering them on the far side of the field. A great job he's done this season for the Tornadoes.
Referee moving their wall back 10 yards.
This will be Vladimir Smith, one of the seniors on this team.
Looking for him to chip it over the top. Maybe somebody make a run on it.
So Smith, a high arcing shot, spins right into the gut of Ty Hughes.
Put the ball right on goal there. Curved a little bit.
Crusaders trying to look for Marino around midfield. Goes out of bounds. Rolls out of bounds around the left corner. Sacred Heart will throw it back in play. So the conditions here have certainly improved. The field doesn't look nearly as wet as it was earlier this afternoon and in that first game.
Now these turf fields, they do dry pretty quickly. Have decent runoff, so the conditions will improve faster than they would with natural turf.
And this is the second game we've had tonight. There will be 6 tomorrow. Here's a good chance for Smith. Trying to cross to the middle of the field. Has some time, goes to the middle of the field, and
it's an own goal.
In the goal. So Sacred Heart tries to kick it out there, but it unfortunately goes right into the own goal. Stephen McLean, it looks like, is helped up by his teammates there. Just a tough play. Actually, that looks like Kane Martin.
Yep. That's not a good feeling, but it's happened. It happens a number of times, so that ball just kind of skips across, and then it chips off the shoe. You don't know which direction it's going in, and the keeper wasn't in position to stop it.
So the Tornadoes get some help. The lead is trimmed to 2. There's 30 minutes remaining here in the second half for the Tornadoes to work with. There's the middle of the field. That's Gamblin. Floats one all the way to the right corner that will skip out of bounds.
Yeah, maybe breathe a little life into Philadelphia's attack now. Now they've got a goal, got one up on the board.
This will be Zach Johnson, the junior that will kick it away here for the Crusaders. Kicks it to the middle of the field. Billingsley taps it up in the air. Crusaders trying to respond after that goal by the Tornadoes. This season for the Crusaders, they played 10 playoff teams during the regular season. Did very well against those teams as well. They beat 6 of those playoff teams that they played. Near side kick way out of bounds by the Crusaders. That was Reynolds.
Well, contrasting style here of teams, like we were talking about earlier in the first half. The bulk and size of Philadelphia versus speed and finesse of Sacred Heart. So it's interesting to watch the matchup and see how it pans out.
You were saying you do prefer the speed. I mean, how is that something that you do condition your athletes? I mean, I'm sure it's something you work on during the off season and during the season as well.
Well, I mean, speed is something you're born with. I mean, you can develop speed. Don't get me wrong, but it's something that comes fairly natural. There's a foul right there, a little bit more than shoulder to shoulder, but. There are certain drills and things like that, speed ladders and conditioning drills that you can use to develop speed.
That was Smith again for Philadelphia. Had the play on the other end of the field earlier in this contest. Sacred Heart will clear it out. Crusaders leading by 2 goals. Tornadoes trying to come back in this contest. Ranging again all the way to his left, picking it up. It's Keaton Lang for the Tornadoes.
Got a little bit less than 28 minutes left in the game.
You think we'll see a kind of a sense of urgency coming up here for this Philadelphia offense?
Might be. I mean, they're pushing up a little bit more in numbers now. And they got a little bit, it looks like they've got a little bit of confidence in them.
There's Marino, kicks it to the near side to Billingsley. Billingsley tries to get it back. Crusaders on the thread here. There's a shot with the left foot and goes sailing over the goal. Nice shot though, from about 20-25 yards out in the middle of the field.
Good chance when he's leaning back on that. You start leaning back on your shots, they're going to go up. You need to stay over the ball. But he kind of reached with that. But it's good power to it coming from his left foot.
This will be John Harold Smith to kick it away for the Tornadoes. He's only a freshman. A lot of freshmen on this team for the Tornadoes. Far side of the field, there is a lot of contact and there's a whistle. The Sacred Heart crowd doesn't like that call at all.
No,
you hear a lot of boo birds.
I'll tell you what, it looks like they got a pretty decent sized crowd come up here from Hattiesburg. A lot of young kids down there that they let school out early to come up here and watch the game.
It is Friday, so I guess they're out of school for the weekend. This ball rolls out of bounds again on the far side of the field with 26 minutes remaining in the second half. Sacred Heart has a 3-1 advantage. They were in this game last year. They lost the championship game trying to win this one. Their head coach, Joe Falla Jr., done a fantastic job. The Crusaders try to clear it out. Get it across midfield once again. Tornadoes are right there. That's Smith. There's a whistle. Looks like it's against Sacred Heart.
Yeah. Another opportunity for Philadelphia. Maybe get a chance on goal here.
This will be Latimer Smith to kick it for the Tornadoes. So great opportunity here as you see everybody lines up. Line drive shot ricocheted right in the hands of the goalkeeper for Sacred Heart. That's Ty Hughes again with a nice stop. Another whistle.
It's a handball called on that. He tried to chest it down, but it came and hit his arm. Anything below the shoulder is considered a handball.
So again, Smith will kick it for the Tornadoes. Kicked it right in the hands of the goalkeeper Hughes last time. Let's see what he does here. Another high line drive kick right into the gut of Hughes.
He's glad he held on to that because there were 2 Philly kids right there ready to put it away had he dropped it.
Crusaders try to go middle of the field. You can kind of sense some urgency picking up here by Philadelphia. Another shot by Smith, deflected, and he heads it right back to Sacred Heart. Crusaders have a 2-score advantage. Cross it in the middle of the field. They're trying to get something going on offense. Can they get it? This is Billingsley. 2 guys in front. Goes Marino. Marino tried to tap it to his teammate, and it's scooped up by Keaton Lang. Lang boots it away on the near side and takes a big hop out of bounds. The Tornadoes will throw it in right in front of the Crusaders bench. Rather, the Sacred Heart will throw it right in front of their own bench. Leading by 3-1 with 23 minutes remaining in this second half. This is a young Sacred Heart team, 11 freshmen and 3 8th graders.
That is very young, very young. Of course, as I had said earlier, Sacred Heart's a fairly new school right there in Hattiesburg.
Billingsley had a near side poked away from behind. A ton of schools in the Hattiesburg area, obviously.
Right.
I mean, you got Oak Grove, Presbyterian Christian, Hattiesburg High School. A wide variety.
This may be their first senior class. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but it seems like they hadn't been around that long and they were advancing. It's a chance right here. Let the ball get away from them a little bit.
Yeah, that was gambling for the Tornadoes. It's being kind of nudged the whole way there. It's picked up by Sacred Heart. Ty Hughes again comes to the rescue. Near side, kept in play by Billingsley, and then he throws it in. Trying to find Marino. Marino lifts it to his teammate and gets it right back, middle of the field. To McLean. Be a nice opportunity here for the Tornadoes. That's Smith on the far side trying to battle for
Sacred Heart still moving the ball around real well. Good passing, good crisp passing. Philadelphia is pushing up more in numbers, trying to get some offensive opportunities.
Middle of the field, 2 players hit the turf, no whistle, and the ball's poked out of bounds on the near side. Sacred Heart will throw it back in play, leading by 2 goals with 21 minutes remaining. Trying to win a state championship. Take it back home to Hattiesburg. Tornadoes trying to take it back home to Philadelphia. This is Billingsley to the other Billingsley, and he has it kicked out of bounds on the near side.
Foul on Lee Smith right there. That could have easily been a card.
And the ball goes all the way in this gigantic track that we talked about earlier on the far right corner of it. And Jacob Billingsley switches positions here. So great opportunity for the Crusaders to add on to their lead here.
McLean going to take a left-footed shot, try and swing it in.
This is basically a corner kick, a high kick, tipped around, goes out of bounds.
Well placed though. Had an opportunity for that player coming in from that side to put it away.
John Harold Smith kicks it away for the Tornadoes. Tornadoes won 11-3 this season, but here come the Crusaders. Billingsley cross to Marino, puts it up, and goes over the goal. Nice cross by Billingsley.
Good cross. Nice try, trying to one-touch it right in there to the near post. Again, the attack is starting to step up for Sacred Heart again.
And again, good position here for Sacred Heart. Marino kind of ricochet off his foot a little bit, all the way back to around midfield. Crusaders leading by 3-1. Trying to add on to their lead here. Can they do it? There's a shot, skips, slapped down by Keaton Lang, and he picks it back up. And Lang will kick it high and deep on the other end of the field. Time starting to become a factor somewhat for the Tornadoes, down by 2 goals.
Yes, it is. We've got less than 20 minutes to go, and Sacred Heart attacking hard. Wondering if conditioning is coming into play here with the larger players. You find that they have a harder time keeping up with the pace that Sacred Heart's throwing at them.
Lights are on here, starting to take full effect onto Arrowfield. But you mentioned earlier in the last game with Clarkdale and Our Lady Academy, you expected the Bulldogs to kind of make a change. They didn't. What have you thought so far about Philadelphia? They trailed most of this game.
Well, they did.
Across the middle of the field.
They did change it at halftime. They did start putting more numbers up there on the attacking end, it's they just haven't been able to convert on the chances that they've had. They've been few chances, but got to take that opportunity and go with it. Again, the ball control possession game that Sacred Heart is playing. You find a lot of the Philadelphia players are chasing ball, and it's just starting to wear down on them. You can see the conditioning is starting to take effect.
Billingsley threw it in to Marino. Back to Billingsley. And then the Tornadoes will try to clear it out. Under 18 minutes remaining. Sacred Heart with a comfortable 3-1 lead right now. Billingsley tapped towards the middle of the field. And the Tornadoes once again try to clear it out, and it will skip out of bounds on the near side. Try to go to Moorhead for the Tornadoes. He's kind of been somewhat quiet tonight.
He has been. I think he's getting a little frustrated. He hasn't been able to get the ball and do what he does best with it. And I'm assuming the Coach Fowler got a decent scouting report on Philadelphia and found out that what they did and how they did it pretty much shut them down.
Sacred Heart again crosses midfield. That was Martin. Got all the way to midfield. Now he's running back to play some more defense as the ball goes out of bounds on the far side. Tornadoes need some goals in a hurry. So the ball skips out of bounds again around the right corner.
It'll be a goal kick for Sacred Heart. The Crusaders will take it out there.
See a lot of Tornadoes players with their hands on their hips.
That's not
you
a good
said
sign.
it. You said they're kind of the bigger of these two teams.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, maybe fatigue starting to play a factor in this contest.
And a lot of that has to do with the style of play of Sacred Heart. You know, that ball movement, ball possession, passing game. You see a lot of the Philadelphia guys chasing ball, and it just wears on them.
Left side trying to cross it. He does, but right to the goalkeeper, Hughes. Rather, Keaton Lang. And Lang will kick it away. So nice look again by the Crusaders. The Tornadoes hold on defense. On the far side of the field goes out of bounds. Sacred Heart will throw it in here.
Under 15 minutes remaining in Class 3A, 2A, 1A championship soccer.
Don't forget, tomorrow will be a full day of soccer right here on the MHSAA network. Starting at 9:30, going all the way to 7:30. Start with the 4A girls and work our way up to the 6A boys.
Each year, the Mississippi High School Activity Association awards 16
Our Lady Academy won the first game earlier today, 5-0 over Clarkdale High School. So congratulations to them. We're less than 15 minutes away here to crown the boys winner for 1A, 2A, 3A.
It's kind of an honor, I guess you could say. You look at a town the size of Bay St. Louis, and they're sending 3 teams to the state championships. OLA, of course, from Bay St. Louis, and then the Bay High Lady Tigers and Tigers all up here.
Absolutely. I mean,
Bay
that's
St. Louis,
remarkable.
I think, yeah, Bay St. Louis town, I think about 7,000-8,000 people. So that's pretty good indication right there with 3 teams coming up to play for a state championship.
Crusaders again crossing the middle of the field. That's Marino tipping around kicked out of play briefly by Philadelphia. And they clear things out, trying to look ahead, and there's a whistle blown. Try to get it up ahead to Gamlin. There's the whistle. The fans here on the Sacred Heart side, everybody's kind of standing up, not using the seats. I'm not sure I would either with all the rain.
Right.
Everybody on Philadelphia side, they're all sitting down on the far side of the field.
Yeah,
There's another whistle.
The turf might be dry, but the bleachers are not, I can guarantee you.
That goes against the Tornadoes. A fantastic opportunity.
It's in a dangerous area right here.
Absolutely. You'll see Philadelphia, the formal wall. Right there you see on the 10-yard line in between the hashes. Let's see what Sacred Heart wants to do here. There's a shot, ricochet, sky high, goes out of bounds where they're saved and played by Keaton Lang, and then he'll kick it away for the Tornadoes. Nice job defensively there by Philadelphia. Here they have a chance to get some points here. Trying to go with Gamlin. Gamlin has it poked away.
That
There's
set
a
piece
shot, a
is
high
similar to
shot
the
on
one
goal.
they did earlier.
Nice look there by the Tornadoes. Just went a few feet above the goal there in the back of the goal. But Sacred Heart will kick it away. This will be Zach Johnson. That'll kick it deep for the Crusaders. Sacred Heart leading 3-1 with under 12 minutes to play. Crusaders again, they go near side to Billingsley. He has Noah ahead, tries to poke it out in front for him, has a chance, it's knocked away. Goal is open. There is a shot with a left foot, saved by the goalkeeper. And fantastic job by Keaton Lang, kind of made a gutsy play there and was able to still bat it down a couple times.
He did, he took out half Sacred Heart's team.
There are
he was
a couple
getting after the
players
ball,
down.
though. I mean, he was playing the ball. I can't fault him on that. We got Sacred Heart players down. This clock will stop.
That's Marino, the leading scorer for the Crusaders. Got 25 goals this season. He and the goalkeeper, Keaton Lang, kind of collided in midair there. There's another corner kick. A header just goes over the goal.
He came off his line and didn't get that ball, and that player on the far post had an opportunity to put it away with the head.
So Tornadoes will try to clear it out here. This will be Latimer Smith, one of 4 seniors on this squad. Kick it away. Goes all the way on the other end of the field. And the Crusaders goalkeeper, Ty Hughes, kicks it away as well. Ball's around midfield. And Tornadoes just kick it out of bounds. 9:30 remaining. Tornadoes need to score some goals in a hurry if they want to possibly tie this thing up here for the state championship. Ball's on the far side of the field, trying to go to Gamlin. Tornadoes go right back towards the middle of the field, right in the area of Gamlin, but here comes Sacred Heart. This is Marino, has it kicked away from him. Cleared out by Bradley. Crusaders trying to win the state championship after being here last year as the ball goes out of bounds on the near side. Philadelphia trying to make some history here tonight. won a soccer state championship. There's Billingsley. Has some room to work with, has his shot tipped, and it rolls out of bounds.
Good ball control, dribbling between a few players. Took a shot and ricocheted off one of the Philadelphia players. We go for a corner net right now.
So with the corner kick, Noah Billingsley, just a freshman, holds up his left hand. It's a high kick, middle of the field, a header by Thomas, and is picked up by Keaton Lang. And Lang will hold it, wait for his teammates to run down the field a little bit before he kicks it away. Sacred Heart with a 3-1 advantage. Near side to Billingsley. Gets it right back. Tries to get you in the middle of the field.
It's Flathau right there.
Tried to look for
Playing it off.
Billingsley again. Kicked away by the Tornadoes. Right back to the Crusaders. This is Marino. Try to lead it to Thomas. Gives it right back though.
Very unselfish on his part. He's dishing the ball out well, trying to give his teammates an opportunity to score, especially with his back to the goal, doing a good job of getting the ball
he's
through
a leading
the lanes.
scorer on the team too,
Exactly,
25
yeah.
goals.
Yeah, but he's being very unselfish here.
Just looking at the numbers, Marino is second on the team with 7 assists.
And only a junior.
So the future looks bright indeed for the Sacred Heart program. Making it to the state championship for back-to-back years. And a lot of key players coming back.
We got a yellow card on Latimer Smith. Not exactly sure what he did. So he'll have to sit out until the next dead ball.
Yeah, he was involved in that tough play on the first half on the right side of the field there in the right corner, and he will have to go sit on the bench now.
Oh, is he? Is that his second yellow? Did the referee show him a soft red? Because I thought one of the players down here had gotten a yellow card earlier. Maybe not.
So Tornadoes have under 6 minutes to work with, down by 2 goals.
Nice ball right there. Good run.
Billingsley tried to cross it. He hit the turf. Everybody wanted a whistle on the Sacred Heart side.
Well, I believe
They don't get their wish.
I believe I would have wanted it too.
So Keaton Lane, who's been very busy tonight, will kick it away.
That's what happens sometimes. The teams start getting frustrated. They start getting carded.
So this will be John Harold Smith, a freshman, who kicks it away.
Just over 5 minutes to go. Philadelphia needs to mount an attack here. Want to get anything accomplished.
Do they need to change their philosophy, or?
They need to bring some more numbers. Look at the gap between. You see the gap between the defense right here and the attackers. You got 3 attackers up there. You're sitting back here with 7 people. There's no midfield right there.
And there's another player down by Sacred Heart. You see Sacred Heart's head coach trying to plead his case. That's Joe Fowler Jr. Things starting to get a little bit chippy here between both of these teams. That's Stephen McLean. Looks like he is okay. Gets a nice round of applause. Sacred Heart still leading 3-1. You see the head coach, Joe Fala Jr. will backpedal.
He's
to
just
the
looking
Crusaders
out for the
bench.
safety of his kids.
Looks like McLean has to come out. And Javier Moraquin checks in for him, another freshman. Here he is right in the middle of things, and it rolls all the way out of bounds on the far side of the field. So time really starting to become a factor now.
Most definitely.
This is the second championship game we've had tonight. There will be 6 games tomorrow right here on the MHSAA network. Starting with the 4A girls, going all the way up to the 6A boys. That will end, or that game will start around 7:30.
Right. So
that's if everything goes according to plan.
Right. But looking at the matchups tomorrow, there's a definite possibility there could be some overtime games. Very, very closely matched up teams tomorrow.
I mean, how often is it when tournaments and tournament play where you have so many games scheduled that everything goes according to plan?
That doesn't happen.
I mean, that's in any sport.
The best laid plans, you can't ever tell. You get injuries and things like that, and then overtime, you never know how long that's going to last, especially if it goes to shots from the spot. That takes a lot of time, and that pushes everything back. Sacred Heart still pushing hard up the field.
Trying to cross it to Moreno, but it bounces, a high bounce to Lang, but he's able to corral it there for the Tornadoes. There's that turf again, just
right.
Bounced off that turf.
It bounces high off the turf.
There's a takedown, and there's a whistle.
A little bit of retaliation there. I think they thought Mr. Billingsley should have been called for a foul earlier, but
no boos that time by the Sacred Heart faithfuls. They will kick it away here. Under 3 minutes to play. Sacred Heart with a comfortable 3-1 lead. Hughes kicks it
right
away.
There.
Tornadoes trying to get a goal here. Looking for a little bit of hope as the ball rolls out of bounds on the near side.
They are
Tornadoes,
pushing hard.
they have a chance here.
They got a chance here. They just got to get spread out a little bit.
Try to go near side, but it goes right past John Harold Smith and out of bounds.
I'm just noticing one of the managers for Philadelphia. His name is Javante Harrington. Nickname is Ketchup. I wonder where he got that from.
That would be a first for me. I've never heard of anybody that goes by Ketchup either.
I knew a kid one time, his nickname was Hamburger. But
Hamburger?
Yeah.
How'd he get that?
He was in
likes
Little
the
League,
food?
playing Little League baseball. He went out, he was playing left field, and all of a sudden, in between innings, he went and got a hamburger, and he wasn't finished. So he brought it out on the field with him. Had his glove on one hand, the hamburger on the other.
Oh, that's fantastic. There's a shot that goes sailing out of bounds.
Less than 2 minutes to play. I think it'd be safe to say the Sacred Heart may be taking the trophy home today.
I remember last year I met the trainer for the Chattanooga Lookouts, and his name was Possum. I said, "Why is your name Possum?" And he told me,
Gotcha.
"Well, just people told me I look like a possum, so that's what I go by." I said, "I don't know if I want to be known as that."
Yeah, that's. I've been called a few things in my lifetime, and
Possum isn't one of them.
Possum isn't one of
I
them.
guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So Sacred Heart leading 3-1. We're about to get
It's time
the
they just
final
got
horn
cleared down the
here.
field.
They're again on the attack. There's Marino right in the middle of things. Tornadoes just trying to clear it out. So certainly looking good for the Crusaders, trying to win a state championship after being here last year. Just trying to burn some more clock here. And there you see it.
That's it right there.
And the Sacred Heart Crusaders are state champions.
Well played game on the part of Sacred Heart. As I stated earlier, they possessed the ball well, they moved the ball around well, and they finished well. And that's what it takes. They were strong defensively, and Philadelphia just didn't have any answers to what they threw at them.
So final score, Sacred Heart 3, Philadelphia High School 1. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the award ceremony. Take a quick break. You're watching the MHSAA Network.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the MHSAA network, go to misssaa.tv/SBP.
Once again, final score, Sacred Heart 3, Philadelphia High School 1. And what a job the Crusaders head coach Joe Falla Jr. has done. Back-to-back appearances in the state championship, and he wins this one as you see the team huddled up there on the field.
Right. Coach has done an excellent job with that group. You can tell just by the way they move the ball around. They're well coached.
But certainly, let's take a look at this Philadelphia High School team. They had a phenomenal season.
Oh, yeah, no
making
doubt.
it all the way here to the championship game. Kind of surprised a lot of people, and their future is certainly bright as well.
Oh, right. Coach Huddleston's done an excellent job. And you know, you look at Philadelphia, and like you said earlier, you got a bunch of football players out there. You know, that's they spend a lot of time in the weight room and football practice and everything. So he doesn't have the you know, a lot of these Sacred Heart kids come up through rec and club programs, and they're playing just soccer, you know, and so that makes a big difference when you got a group that's doing nothing but soccer versus a group that's playing multiple sports. It makes a big difference.
There you see they are handing out the awards and trophies to Sacred Heart. I'll let you watch and listen to it. A lot of celebration going down there on the Crusader sideline.
All right, we're starting bright and early in the morning with 4A girls, Florence versus Bay St. Louis, Bay High, followed by Corinth versus Bay. Two opposite ends of the state there. Corinth way up in the northeast corner of the state, right by Tennessee, and Bay St. Louis, right where it says, right on the bay. Second game, it should be a barn burner between Ridgeland and West Jones. Both programs have pretty much dominated that classification the past few years. Going back and forth, followed by Starkville and Pascagoula, two former 6A schools now in 5A, going head-to-head. And 6A girls, Tupelo and Brandon. And the 6A boys will be Clinton and Gulfport. My congratulations to Coach Huddleston and the Philadelphia soccer team for making their way to the state championship. And my congratulations to Coach Fowler and the Sacred Heart boys for winning the state championship.
Absolutely. Each of these teams have a lot to be proud of. There you see the Tornadoes team taking a group picture, surprising a lot of people. A lot of people did not think they would be here.
You're right.
But they
You're
were,
right.
and they played a fantastic game tonight.
They did. They played hard the entire time, and that's a credit to them and their coach, and their school and their community.
And they're a young team. I mean, I'm sure they will certainly be back and will love to make another run deep into the playoffs next season. But there you see the state champs, the Sacred Heart Crusaders from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. After experiencing this game last year, they are able to win tonight.
Yeah,
They are state champions.
That's right. It's nice to bring that trophy home. It's an honor, and the kids should be proud of themselves. Like I said, they worked hard for that, and it's a feeling they're gonna remember the rest of their lives.
Well, we want to thank you for listening and watching on the MHSAA network. For my partner, Mr. Coach Andy, you've been fantastic tonight. Hopefully you had fun and enjoyed it. I'm Graham Doty, and we will have 6 games tomorrow starting at 9:30 in the morning, and it goes all the way until 7:30. Once again, you caught all of this action on the MHSAA network.
Well, Graham, it was a pleasure working with you. I enjoyed doing it, and I look forward to tomorrow.